Welcome to the Zoe People course. We are still busy with performance management, but this time we are talking about appraisal process. The appraisal process. Starting an appraisal process. To begin the appraisal cycle, go to Performance, then to Settings, then to Appraisal, and then Add. Now, give a name and enter the period for which the appraisal is applicable. Give a description if needed, and upload any guideline documents if necessary. The appraisal process configuration details. Enter the process period. Enable self-appraisal if required, and enter self-appraisal period. Now, a self-appraisal template can also be uploaded if needed. Enable multi-rater feedback if required, and enter the selection and feedback period for multi-rater feedback. Enable add reportees as assessors if you want to auto-populate all the reportees as assessors for the multi-rater feedback. Select if the reporting manager, an employee, or only reporting manager can select the assessors. Select the minimum and maximum number of assessors that can be selected for multi-rater feedback. Enter the review and normalization period. Please do note that process period is the time taken for the appraisal cycle to get completed. The self-appraisal period is a period within which employees should complete their self-appraisal. Review period is a time frame for the review to get completed. Normalization period refers to the period within which the feedback, summary, etc. should be collated. Select the modules to be included for each type of feedback that you have enabled. Define the target set of employees under applicable for based on date of joining, location, role, designation, or a custom date field. Please do note, you can either do the performance review by the KRAs or goals added, or have goals mapped to the KRAs and give a rating for them. Under rating, enter and customize the rating field names and score range if required. Under reviewers, configure approvals as required. Under publish configuration, select the fields that can be shared to the employee and also select the publishers of the appraisal results. Now, enable allow employee to share appraisal feedback if you want the employees to give feedback on the concluded appraisal cycle. Now, click submit. There are some email alerts that are already configured to notify employees when the appraisal cycle starts, to remind reviewers to complete their review, etc. You can customize these mail alerts or also add new email alerts as required. To customize the already configured email alerts, go to Settings, then to Automation, and then to Workflows. Click on the respective workflow to edit it. Once the appraisal cycle is started, all the configurations will be reflected accordingly. Employee salary and salary hike. Zoe People's Performer feature can record all employee salary information under employee salary. So to enter the salary information of an employee, go to Performance, then click on Employee Salary, and then click Add Record. Select the employee's name and enter their salary. Now, to view the salary history of an employee, click the audit icon under Salary History. Salary hike. So during an appraisal cycle, every organization will review and rate employees' performance and revise the salaries. Usually a budget is allocated for each team and a percentage of the budget is decided for each employee. At the end of the cycle, employees will receive their salaries along with the hike. In Zoe people, a salary increase or hike is part of an appraisal cycle. Before you enable salary hike, you must first update all employee salary information under employee salary. Here is the overall flow of the salary hike on the screen. You can read and pause this video. To enable salary hikes, go to Performance, to Settings, click on Appraisal Cycle and click Add. Now, enable salary hike. Select the hike appraiser. Set a hike period if you want to restrict the hike process to a specific period of time. Select a hike push date. The salary hike data will be pushed to the salary form on this date. Now, configure hike approvals if needed. Salary hike process. Once salary hike is enabled in the appraisal cycle, enter the overall allocated hike percentage for all the employees in the appraisal cycle and click Submit. Initiate the appraisal cycle. The hike appraiser navigates to teammates and then salary hike and enters the proposed hike for all the employees. If hike approval is not enabled, the proposed hike is automatically approved and is used as the final hike. If hike approval is enabled, the proposed hike is set for approval. The hike approver navigates to teammates and then hike approvals and approves, rejects, or makes changes to the proposed hikes. Proposed hikes that are rejected are returned to the hike appraiser to re-evaluate and submit another proposed hike to be approved. Pushing salary hikes to the employee salary form. Once the salary hike is fixed, the data must be pushed to the employee salary form so that the employee's salaries can be revised. If the salary hike push date is entered while enabling salary hike in the appraisal cycle, then the salary hike data is pushed automatically to the employee salary form on the selected hike push date once all salary hikes have been approved. If the salary hike is not completed for some employees, that data can also be pushed manually. To push the data manually, go to Appraisal Cycle List View and then click the Review Status icon for the corresponding appraisal cycle. Salary hike status. This report shows the current status of salary hike process completion for all the hike appraisers. To view this report, go to Performance, then click on Reports, then click on Salary Hike Status. Notifications and other automated actions. Workflows, mail alerts, and other automated actions can be configured for the salary hike process. For example, if you want to create a mail alert to remind the hike appraiser to enter the proposed hike for their team, you can do this using a workflow. So, to create a workflow, from your homepage, go to Settings, Automation, and then to Workflow. Select the salary hike form. Now, click Add Workflow. Then, enter a name for the workflow. Select Create from the Trigger Process section. Select Mail Alert under Actions. Click the plus icon beside Mail Alert to create one. Enter a name for the mail alert and select hike appraiser you want to send it to. Create the email template and click Save. Now the workflow has been configured successfully and the email alert will be triggered once the appraisal cycle is initiated. So, to import hike percentages and justification details, go to Performance, enter Settings, click on Import Data. Now select Salary Hike from the drop-down. Select the appraisal cycle you want to import data to under appraisal name and click Submit. To export the hike status report, you go to Performance, Reports, and Salary Hike Status. Click the ellipsis icon on the right top corner, then click Export. Details of salary hikes can also be exported from the Salary Hike tab. Appraisal notifications. There are some notifications that are already configured for each step of performance evaluation. Notifications will be sent automatically as when each step gets completed in the appraisal process. You can customize these notifications by going from your homepage to Performance, then to Settings and clicking on Notifications. You will be able to see all the configured mail alerts. Click on the Edit icon to edit the mail alert. You can also disable the notifications under Automation and then click on Workflow. Extending review period. When a manager is unable to complete the performance review within timelines, they can request for the review period to be extended. To extend the review period, go to Performance, then to Teammates and click on Appraisel View. Click on the banner, give the reason for the extension and click Send Request. Once the manager sends the request, an admin can view the request under Performance, Extend Review. The admin can click on the request to view the details and give comments and accept or decline the request. Once the extended review request has been accepted by the admin, the manager will be able to give their rating or make any changes within the extended time. Employee review feedback. Once an appraisal has been completed and the manager has given their rating to the employee can use the Share Feedback option to give feedback on their rating. And now, in order to use Share Feedback, navigate from Performance to My Review and then select the appraisal cycle that you want to give your feedback for and click Share Feedback. The employees can select their feedback from the options given and also give comments. The manager can then view the comments given by the employee and also respond to the comments. If the manager wants to re-evaluate the employee's rating based on feedback shared, then the manager can send request to extend the review to the admin if Extend Review has been enabled. To request for the review period to be extended, click on the banner. General Settings, Employee Review Feedback. Okay, so now you can customize the options for the review feedback. To customize these options, go to Performance, then to Settings, click on General Settings, and then go to Employee Review Feedback. You can also enable Extend Review automatically and specify the number of days the review is extended for. For instance, you can set a rule that when an employee chooses not satisfied, then the review gets extended for 1 day. You can also set the number of days to be given based on various scenarios by using the little plus icon. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.